What's up, guys? I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I wanted to go ahead and give you guys an update on what's been going on and what's changed and kind of give you a state of the rack so far and state of the studio. You'll notice behind me, I've got two of my roommates, both Sean and Brody both help me out. They both sit here. Over here, I'm going to turn around. You'll have the stack behind me, and then I actually have the studio over here and my computer and everything set up over there, but I'll go over that all later. I'm actually wanting to talk about this right here. If you go back through the videos, you'll actually notice one of the main differences here right now is this guy. This is actually a new host due to the Supermicro just wasn't cutting it. It kept having issues. I added in, I think, a few too many different cards and had maybe it running just a little too hard. So I ended up actually upgrading now to a System X3630. Sorry, 3650. But that has now got 48 gigs of RAM and dual E5520s for right now. I had the E5520s laying around. It came with heatsink, so I just went ahead and popped those in and popped in a few 8 gig sticks just to get everything up and running and added it in. Let me go around here to the back for you guys just to show you everything. So here's the IBM. This replaced the Supermicro that if you go back to the other previous videos, you'll see us doing in stack to rack. And then here's the 2 HPs, and as we go lower, you'll see the T410 now. This T410 down here, I'm going to go back up to the front. Just some further updates. Alright, up here you have, this T410 right here. I'm actually going to be replacing it with a new IBM that I hope to be getting, and going to actually redo my FreeNAS to a bigger and better unit. And going to actually be including also 10 gig and hoping to 10 gig everything on this system. The things I want to go over on the System X3650 M3 is what I did to it. So right now, as you see, you've got NIC 1 and 2. That's all that it came with, was 1 and 2 NICs firing off. I'm going to go back over here to the back. So we actually have NICs 1 and 2 right here, as you will see where my hand is. Here's 1 and here's 2. This is my WAN. This is my LAN right now. This is actually hosting pfSense itself. These two orange cables are my iSCSI. If you go through stack to rack, I've actually talked multiple times. I actually have a color coding scheme I try to keep in here. Purple are my optional cables. Those are my VLANs that are ran by pfSense. Orange is always iSCSI, except for down here I actually ran out of orange, and right now they're red. I do plan to change those out. Yellow's management, blue's data. Never want to untouch blue or unplug orange or any of the reds or the pinks. Yellow's completely fine. And if you move on down, I keep the same thing down here in my FreeNAS server. See, I've got the 4 orange, my 2 blues, and my 1 maintenance. Trying to keep everything clean. I know it's a mess right now, but there's been a lot of changes. Alright, so as I was saying up front earlier, so here I have my 10 gig already ready on this host. I actually threw in 2 fax modems just because I can mainly, and I actually want to do some labs and some setup guides and actually how to set up Windows Fax and actually how to set up eFax and such like that to get that working. Both of these hosts down here, as you see, they have their slots open. I actually need to upgrade the firmware on both these hosts to get these 10 gig cards working, so those right now are just sitting waiting until I decide to stop being lazy and upgrade the firmware on those. Let's see, what else do I have going on? I already explained about the T410 and that we're going to be replacing that with a new IBM. We have a new UPS installed, so if you notice we have a 1500 right here. I know it's bad, it's sitting back here in the back, and then we have actually one on bottom. Let me go up front here. So if you notice down here, let me turn it back around, we have another one down here, and they're basically both sitting at load. So we actually bought this. So we're actually going to be installing this over here. I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but down there, there is a plug. So we're going to be replacing that plug with this to actually allow us to use the NEMA 20. We actually have a APC UPS, the Smart UPS 2200 out in the garage with new batteries that we bought. It's basically a refurbished unit, so we're going to bring it back in here and get it up and working and get most of our stack running off of that. So I think that wraps up about the updates and our plans here so far. I'm in the middle of right now doing some videos and getting things set up. As you notice, I got the multi-boot drive. I've got a lot of extra servers and a lot of extra parts. This is all for labs. I do a lot of different labs for my company and some other people. I have friends and family come over, and people from, co-workers. They come over. We do things. We build ESXi, Zen host, Proxmox. Just enjoy ourselves and try to do something fun, and you know, at the same time we can break things here in a lab environment. We can't do that in production. So yeah, I guess that wraps it up. That's everything I have to go through. Thanks for watching.